What's good, Internet? My name is Attack Slug, and welcome back to WWF No Mercy. Still on that road toward the Intercontinental title. Chapter 4. Let's continue. Beat the man to be the man. Woo! And your Olympic gold medalist, IC champion, is here in the building. You aren't Ric Flair. You aren't the Nature Boy. Slug, I know you are after my IC belt. I said as much. There is no way for you to take this from me. No way. When we meet in the ring, you will see you are way out of your league. Just watch what you say with that big mouth of yours. Meanwhile, here is the Attack Slug. Bang bang. What do you mean out of my league? You were just lucky the last time. Scum like you does not deserve the IC title. You and me, right now, for that title, if you have what it takes. Wait. You expect me to put this belt on the line for a no-talent like you? Well, I do need a warm-up tonight. Get in the ring. You and me, non-title, right now. Now that, my friends, is how wrestling works when the challenger beats the champion non-title and gets himself a shot at that belt. But this match, win or lose, the story will continue. And so I welcome you to Thursday as I face the Olympic gold medalist with his hair. It's true. It's damn true. And it's Kurt, so I expect a good fight here regardless. So, that being, boom, drop kick. That being said, missed the grapple. It is Thursday. We had our Great American Bash versus Fyter Fest Night 2 was last night. Before that, though, there are things that I missed discussing yesterday because I had a video on 2K Battlegrounds. So go watch that video, please. But besides that, there were other things to discuss that were in the news that I didn't get to. Drop kick, and he just stays standing. Go down, Kurt. Go down. Mad Kurt. Take you down to Slugtown. So, number one, apparently Brian Pillman is still employed by MLW, according to them, and that he knows the schedule, and that he is obviously allowed to compete in AEW should he choose by the terms of his contract. If you recall, when AEW first started, MJF was still in MLW. So, those have some very, easy terms on working other places, but according to them, he is still under employment there, even though he said otherwise, so, contracts. Also, there are apparently new SmackDown tag team titles that are ready to get, introduced, who knows when, and also a larger NXT title of the same design. So, I'm like, is that because Keith Lee's a big guy? I don't know what's going on here, but that is the word there. Also, I haven't got a chance to discuss yet. They did announce the stipulations, I guess officially, in this eye for an eye match between Seth Rollins and Brainbuster and Rey Mysterio. And to win the match, you have to extract the eye of your opponent. And I'm like, that sounds like, look, yes, you can fake that. You can make that happen in the match itself. The concern is in, of course, the aftermath, right? Because if you have Seth lose his match, for the rest of his career, he has to have an eye patch. And he's going to have a long career, so that seems like a bad idea. Mysterio, sure, you can have the mask with the, like the fake thing there, that's fine. That he can see through actually type stuff. German! Stalling German. Loving it. But that kind of booking, that kind of foolish booking has long-term consequences. So, easier to book yourself with a mask versus hair match than you have to pull out your opponent's eye match. You can't really fake that at a certain point in terms of how you deal with it long-term, in terms of how you deal with the aftermath in someone's career. It's dumb, in my opinion. They had a match called Eye for an Eye between Mox and Santana at AEW back in February, which did not involve pulling out somebody's eye. So, I'm just saying, you don't have to do that, but they want to do that for the horror show. And I'm like, that's kind of dumb. Just thinking about it long term is kind of dumb. How do you retcon having your eye torn out? Even if you fake it, because obviously you're going to fake it. But how do you retcon that like 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now? Like, granted, Mysterio at the end of his long and storied career. But if Seth loses, he has a lot of years to go. Like, that to me is crazy. So, again, you could have a non-finish, right? There could be a non-finish for that match that does not involve having your eye literally gouged out, right? I don't know. Alright, Kurt, I beat ya. Non-title. Now what? The winning ways of Attack Slug have returned. It's about time. Champion's Trap. There's a trap. You guys will do anything for money, right? I'll pay you to beat up Slug. Give us the money, and we'll think about it. Also some beer and some cigars. How about I pay you after I see what kind of work you can do? We'll show you right now, unless you pay us. Okay, I'll pay you. Just do the job. Bradshaw and Farouk count their money and smile. Damn. Okay, we'll do it. You want Slug to get beat up, right? No problem. I don't want him to remember his mother. Beat him good. Well, I guess we're going to have a handicap type scenario here, so I spoke too soon on the winning ways of Attack Slug. Handicap match, and thankfully, I don't have to win it. The story will change accordingly. That's nice. Can Attack Slug survive the APA? Probably not, because this is what they do. So, let's get on to last night, NXT. First up, Great American Bash Night 2. Candice beat Mia Yim in a street fight. Some of those spots were a little ridiculous, so appreciated that. Bronson beat Tony Nese. The Stone brand tried to recruit Shotzi Blackheart, and for some reason Killian Dane attacked Robert Stone, and then Shotzi ran over his leg with a tank, and it was what it was, man. It was fine. And yes, the APA is going to be the APA, so yeah. Can I get down? Is there a count out? No? No count out? I'll take it! Take that, Farouk. Mr. Bradshaw, Mr. JBL, just a big loser. Okay, Gargano beat Swerve, so both Gargano and his wife were victorious on NXT last night. Stunner! Good times. Good times. Six-man tag had Santos and his crew versus Maverick and Breezango, and you want to push the guys who are the evil heel faction, so of course they won that match, and they capitalized on nice Tiger Suplex. They capitalized on Maverick's already injured neck with that. Mercedes Martinez back in the building, getting her win there, and returning to NXT. And your main event, the spoilers were true. Keith Lee is both the North American Champion and your new NXT Champion. And who was watching from the balcony? Karrion Kross. So does this mean that Adam Cole is getting called up to main roster? Does this mean that the Undisputed Era is getting called up to main roster? That could be happening. That could be a thing happening hopefully soon. But we don't know. But I knew once we had Keith Lee break that hourglass of Karrion Kross, that was going to be an eventual thing there. I was surprised there was not interference from him in the match, but they kept it clean. It was an amazing match, and good times were had by all. So, moving on to AEW's last night, Fyter Fest Night 2. Also happened at the same damn time. Hangman and Omega defended against Private Party, won that match, and are still your AEW Tag Team Champions. I am in danger, and I am definitely going to take this ass whipping personally. Saito suplex. Archer beat Janela as he should have. The bad boy went down through a table on the outside that he set up earlier in the match, which is always how things go like that. But the thing is, that match should have been shorter, honestly. You want to book Archer as a total, complete monster, Murderhawk monster, and they let the bad boy get in a bit too much offense for my tastes in that kind of a match. So that was what it was. Now, the major announcement from Taz and Cage. and the path of Cage, because obviously Moxley is not going to work until next week. Good God, gut wrench. Is that they brought back the FTW Championship from ECW. So Cage is your new FTW champion, and again, it's not officially recognized by any organization, but he is the champ. So there is that. And obviously he fights Moxley next week for that AEW World Heavyweight Championship. So, you know, a good bit of character building there between Taz and Cage and everything else. Oh no, my nuts! Now then, the 8-man tag team match, which was Lucha Bros and Butcher and Blade versus FTR and the Bucks. A lot of tandem offense between the Bucks and FTR. A lot of cooperation on that. I was surprised by it, right? But Rey Fenix, the absolute madman Rey Fenix, right? I don't even know what to call it. Aha! I fooled you. I don't even know what to call it. You had one of the Bucks on the second rope, like, just kind of his feet on the second rope, leaning over, and in runs Phoenix. What are you doing, Farouk? In runs Phoenix, does a thing off a back like a Hardy Boy, and does what I can only describe as a tope Canadian destroyer to a bunch of guys on the outside, and it was crazy. I've never seen anything like that, and how anyone didn't die there, but good God. Like, what do you call that? Because at first you think, oh, it's going to be, you know, just over him onto the guys. Like, you know, I'm going to dive over you. No. And then you're like, oh, he's going to do a sunset flip, like, type thing onto the guys. No. It was a Canadian destroyer. And I'm like, what? And why? And how? And who? And huh? It was nuts. It was absolutely nuts. And Slug here holding his own. Shockingly enough, holding his own against both members of the APA. So how is that? Like, eventually, the numbers game, yeah, catches up with you. They're both taunting me, which is not cool. I'm dizzy. The clothesline, the Bradshaw, gonna hit that clothesline from hell, or the Dominator here from Farouk. One of the two. But they both have special. So I fought back for what? For what? Dominator. That's what Lashley should be doing. Seriously, the real Dominator, and a double powerbomb, and they're not pinning me yet because he still has his finish. So, what are you doing, Bradshaw? You lost your finish. Too stupid! Now, despite Cody saying he was going to defend that AEW TNT title every week, he was not on the show wrestling this week. He was instead on Hot Ones. And I'm like, alright, you're on the show still, but you aren't actually defending your TNT title, so what the hell, Cody? You said every week, and this is not, that was a week, and you didn't do it, so that was weird. But next week, Sunny Kiss. So, we shall see how that plays out next week. Now, Big Swole got suspended for her kidnapping of Dr. Britt Baker, but still got in the building somehow, and made her presence felt. Nyla Rose defeated two jobbers as she makes her way back to getting a shot at Sheeta at some point. Nah, Farouk. The slug here. Brainbuster. No! Blocked by Farouk. Into a suplex. How about that as Bradshaw gets in, but no, a rope break. And the Dark Order with Colt Cabana won a match against SCU. So they continue that storyline with Colt and the Dark Order. And your main event, Orange Cassidy, Chris Jericho, was good times, man. Like, fun times were had, and I enjoyed that match. And man, they got me a couple of times in that match. They made me believe that Orange Cassidy, when he tries, could totally beat Chris Jericho. But no, the Judas Effect took it home, and that was the end of that chapter. Man, a couple of real close calls there that I was like, man, they're gonna do it, and they didn't do it. So, you know, that's wrestling for you. Making you believe is the point. Alright, here we go. This is the point that I'm at the point where I can actually get in my finish, and I'm so close to getting in my finish, and now I'm not. So, Brainbuster on Farouk. Bradshaw, just get out of the ring, man. Just Get out of my ring. Seriously. So otherwise, I'm going to be here all day, and I don't want to be here all day. That is not my plan. I gotta go do some food shopping today. So, punching a mud hole and punching it dry. I don't know. I hit. I thought I hit. How is Attack Slug surviving against the APA of all teams? Get there! I wanted to do the other button, but it didn't work. So, nope. Turn around! Well, he made me turn around. Woo! Big chops. Throw him out. Throw him out. Out! Is he busted open? Yes. Big lariat. Big backdrop. How? Nope. See, the 2-on-1 is just too much for one man to overcome in any era, in any, like, it's just not feasible. Oh, you blocked it. Bradshaw, you're going to be waiting a while. Oh, come on. That was perfect. It was perfect. There. Slug. Sploder on Farouk. Slug. Sploder on JBL. Pin. 1, 2. Oh my god. It could not have been any closer than that. The Slug fought his last fight because I don't know how you win otherwise. I hit 2 Slug Sploders on both men. I thought I had it in the bag, and nope. But I did. It didn't happen. It didn't work. And to the outside goes the Attack Slug, who has no friends in this storyline thing, and I can pay you guys more money. Like, I got money too. Seriously. Slug has special again. Again. Can he? Nope. Capitalize on the special. Slug. Sploder on JBL. Slug. Come on. That's... No! I had a Slug Sploder on JBL. That was supposed to be it. And it didn't happen. And it didn't happen. Back to the outside. Back to the drawing board. Scoop slam. Power slam. Oh, submission. Maneuver. Rope break. Not cool. Ah, I couldn't turn in time. Big clothesline on the corner. Into a Slug Sploder. Not gonna matter because 1, 2. JBL just stood there. JBL just stood there and let me win the match. And didn't, he's like, I don't want none of that. So, hey, I beat the APA single-handedly. What do you think of that, Kurt Angle? What do you got? You sent your best, and they failed, Kurt Angle. Ha ha! And that means tomorrow is Chapter 6. I'm Attack Slug, and thanks for watching more videos right here. See you next time, and I'm out.